What's good, y'all? Shep here. I just wanted to make a quick video for y'all to talk about my experiences with milk because the topic comes up a lot when people ask me what my diet is. So, I'm gonna try to make this story short for y'all and quick. I stopped drinking milk at 19 years old. I'm 30 something right now, so that's well over 10 years ago that I stopped drinking milk. And the funny reason why it started was I worked at this warehouse, right? And one of my coworkers was this Jamaican dude, and he used to always come to work, and we used to chop it up every now and then, but he was on some natural stuff, right? He was on his natural journey. Some Americans probably would think, people would think he's a hippie or whatever, but he was just really in tune with just, only putting natural products on his body, eating natural foods that spoil, unprocessed foods. And we used to get in conversations and stuff. So I remember one time I was sick, and he used to always talk about like, you Americans, I can't even really do his accent, but he used to be like, you Americans drink NyQuil and do all this and all that, right? And I was sick one time, and he gave me this little recipe, and I was like, oh, okay, and I went to the grocery store and I got the stuff. It was like stuff in the fruit section I had to get, and then I had to boil some. It was like a tea, and I wasn't, I had like a sore throat, but it wasn't nothing serious. It wasn't like the flu or nothing, but I did his little recipe, and I drank it, and the next day I felt better. So I was like, ooh, he may know what he's talking about. So that made me more open to the things he used to say to me at work. And this was a minute ago. So one day he came to work, and he was like, hey, would you watch this DVD? I think it was a DVD. It wasn't a VH1. This is a minute ago. This is before YouTube, before we had a lot of media outlets streaming information. So information used to only get through. It wasn't that many things. People didn't really stream a lot. I remember there was like Napster and stuff like that, but this was a minute ago. So I believe it was a DVD he gave me. I went home and watched it, and it was. It was like organizations, people would look at them as like conspiracy organizations or anything. The people that would be on like the Alex Jones show. Some people that went inside a food processing plant, and they had like a secret camera. I don't know if they worked for them or whatever, but they were filming how, food was processed or how was milk made. And they were showing, cows getting shot with steroids and stuff like that. It was the video could have been dramatized, maybe, and it was, it had like commentaries on there. I don't think nobody was talking, but it had like words like, it would show like the milk and was like, oh, this is the pulse that you're drinking and stuff like that. It may have been meant to persuade most people to, refrain from that, but it was interesting, and it grossed me out. At the age of 19, I was like, ugh, I don't want to, fool with this, especially, milk. Milk was the first thing that I cut at 19. That was the main influence of why I cut it. They got me open to do it, and then when I did it and I seen the results, it was crazy. But that's what started it, right? So I stopped milk at 19 years old, and all going through school, my youth and stuff, after school, I used to come home and eat like 5-6 bowls of cereal. No lie, like on the low end. On the weekends, I probably ate like 10 bowls of cereal. I like my Frosted Flakes, my Apple Jacks, my Cinnamon Toast, Smacks, Cheerios. I used to eat hella cereal, right? So that was kind of, all through until I was 19. So that was a big thing for me to cut milk. I was like, what else am I use now? So I cut milk, and I'm telling y'all, like when I cut milk, my body changed. I seen tons of benefits. My bowels changed. When I grew up, teenage years and all that, I had acne. My face cleared up. But the most noticeable visual was my pack popped out, my 6-pack popped out, and all through school, all through I grew up an athlete. You know, I played baseball, track, football, basketball. You know, I played sports, swim. Um, and you know, going playing football, I can remember the coach used to make us do the 6 inches and then put your feet up, and you know, we worked our core out so much, and I never had a pack. You know what I'm saying? And I cut this milk, my pack popped. You know what I'm saying? It popped, and it was dramatic, you know, and it made me, I felt better, and I had benefits and things like that. And I don't know if I may have just been sensitive, you know, something may just be wrong with me. But you know, me cutting cow's milk, and that's what we're talking about, cow's milk, because now I'll show y'all what I drink now. Back then, soy was popular. I didn't mess with soy. Now I drink almond milk. That's what I drink now. I didn't. It took me a while to even really get into. I basically cut milk, and I wasn't even full with milk, period. But I drink almond milk now. I didn't mess with soy because of the things that I've read about soy. I don't know if they're true. I'm not a scientist. I didn't major in the sciences or whatever, right? So I don't know, you know. But I heard that if a male has a large amount, consumes a large amount of soy, it drops his testosterone. And you know, I'm natural, and I need the most testosterone I can get. You know what I'm saying? So that's what made me not want to fool with soy. But it may be an alternative for y'all if y'all looking for alternatives. There's all kind of milks out there. When I'm going through the grocery store, I see cashew, goat's milk, all kind of milks. So it's all kind of milks out there, and you may not be sensitive, but you know, I just wanted to do this video to make y'all aware of it. Cow's milk was something that I was drinking in excess, and it affected me obviously, because when I cut it, my whole body changed. And I'm not being naive to the fact that, hey, you know, all through my life I've been to restaurants, and I haven't been back there when they're cooking my food. So you know, restaurants, if I go to Cheesecake Factory or something like that, they may have used milk in some of the products. I don't know. But I just know in large excess, I don't drink cow's milk no more. Ever since I stopped at 19, my whole body changed. And there's been parts of my life, yeah, sure, after 19, I ate a whole bunch of breads. I may have drunk, you know, I drunk beers and partied and stuff like that and got out of shape like that. I'm not saying that, oh, once you cut milk, you just gonna be looking like super action figure. I was working out then when I cut milk, so everything just came together. You know what I'm saying? Also, another factor I want to add, you know, after shortly I watched that video I was telling you about, when I changed that milk, you know, I was growing up into adulthood, and I became more aware of just my nutrition. You know, a book that I read also that touched on it was a book by Robbins. His family, he's from the family who created Baskin Robbins, I believe. I think his name is John Robbins, but it's a book titled like Diet America or something like that. I can remember reading that years ago, and I believe it touched on. I read a lot of books, man, on nutrition, like the China Study, Eating Right for Your Blood Type, the Alkaline Body. I was into all of that stuff at that age because I just was into that stuff, right? I know some people are extreme with it. I just feel like everybody's body is different, and something may affect you and something may not. But I believe food was put here for the joy. You know what I'm saying? You can't sit up here and just eat, you know, crackers all day, you know what I'm saying, and not enjoy your life and then die. You feel me? Life is lived to be enjoyed, but you know, I just chose to cut, you know, milk because it affected me different. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that book that I'm talking about that also influenced me was the author in it. He was talking about how humans were the only one who drank milk, someone else's milk. You know, because it talks about animals, you know, they give their infants milk, but after humans are the only ones who drink milk past their infancy stage. You know, after their mothers give her breastfed milk, you know, humans are drinking someone else's milk. So it was going into like your hormones getting, you know, messed up, out of whack, like how they're not supposed to be naturally, because you're drinking somebody else's milk. It was touching on stuff like that. But it's a lot of other things you can research for yourself, if you know. And I'm not a scientist. I don't know if it's true. The people could have made it up. All I know for certain, all we know for certain, you may not, you can't listen to everybody. I just know in my life with my fitness journey, I know what my body has experienced for myself. I could read something, and if I do something and I don't get that effect, I don't care what they say. I don't care what someone says. You know what I'm saying? Someone can say that, I'm doing if y'all see my other videos, I'm doing push-ups every single day. Someone could say, oh, if you do push-ups every day, you're gonna go, your body's gonna eat its muscle up. I don't care if I do push-ups every day and I see I'm getting swole off of it. I'm gonna keep doing it. I don't care what they can say. A lot of people may write in publications, and a lot of these people is just, they went to school, they may just be scientists, they probably don't even work out. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, you gotta, your experiences are priceless. Nobody can tell you nothing for what you've experienced in your life. It ain't no one thing fits all. Something may just be wrong with me with milk. Y'all out there probably can drink milk, but I'm just saying, hey, you may want to look into it, be aware of it. When I cut milk, my body changed. I got more chopped, my abs popped out, and it was just, I had benefits from cutting cow's milk. You know what I'm saying? Now I drink almond milk. I just don't drink cow's milk. But other than that, I just wanted to do a quick video. Hey, y'all subscribe to my channel. Stay rocking with me, like this video. Peace.